Hey everyone, thank you for being here. Much love to each and every single one of you. I'm leaning forward because my camera has to stand. This is a intuitive messenger channeled message that I wrote down. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get some use out of it. If not, well, thank you for being here. I love you. Greetings, loved ones. We welcome you to our transmission today. We come in love and in light. We are truly grateful for your presence, your being and your attention in this time and space called now. In this time on Earth, many things are going on, and as such, many people are striving for something better. And this is a choice made on an individual level to accelerate oneself into a better standing. This could be mere fabrication or conformity. Either way, man is usually wanting more, needing more, and wanting to have more things. Today on Earth, there are many kinds of different people, different animals, different plants. Though man is seemingly unique, it appears that all animals and plants live out their days with the same primary functions. There is variety, but on a basic level, all life functions in the same way. For man, the need to be better used to be about survival, which in many instances was just. Yet if, on an individual level, man can quickly come to the conclusion that survival is something that is rarely thought of, until something happens which forces him to be or to do different. Survival instinct is something that we have all experienced, if not in this life, then most definitely in a past life. Though given time is only a structural construct, to be able to mark events that happen, we could say that all past, present and future lives are happening now, all at the same time. So that concludes that one. I'm going to do more than just that one, I decided. I've got a little stack here, so I hope you're comfy. This one is in relation to what to do about pain. When you are in pain, there is right there a physical sign of an issue that you are needing to pay attention to. If you hurt your foot, you might blame yourself for doing so, and you might take a pain reliever, or you might rest your foot. It is not always the quickest way to heal the pain or to stop it from continuing. The location of the pain is an indicator to you of something that isn't going well, and requires you take notice before it goes away. That isn't to be taken as wallowing in how you feel. Use the example of foot pain. You might feel you know why it hurts, but in truth, regardless of you at that point, your hurting yourself would have, in one way or another, have happened just to bring your attention to it. Nothing would happen to you. It only happens for you, for the reason of you paying it attention. Once you've paid it attention, then you can release it and heal, or pain relieve. It can just be you sit and think in terms of being healed. You don't think about how you get there, you just think, oh, I'm healed, and believe it. I do hope I'm talking loud enough today. Right. This is on the life purpose, and it's by the Angels. I don't know if I've read this one before. When thinking of your life purpose, you have to think back to the days when you were children. What is it that you like to do? What aspects of your free time do you love? But it seems like these times are few and far between. What is it that brings you joy? What is it that you do that gives you complete creative freedom? To know what one's life purpose is really down to what those things are. You don't dispute what makes you happy, and nor would you question why you like doing those things. You yourself know what it is that you love to do, though it is always wise to look into a venture before taking part, or you may very well end up seeking out another. especially if you are prone to boredom, which in itself is the best way to come about divine inspiration. Greetings, dear ones, we are with you now. We are aware of your intent to communicate with beings of a higher dimensional aspect than that of the one you are currently residing. My handwriting was atrocious at this point. We are Pleiadians, and we are here in communication with you at this time after you requested our presence. It is with great gratitude you come to us, and we are grateful to be of assistance to humanity at this auspicious time. We are outside of your time, however, to you it would seem as though we're in your future, and to us you are from our past. At one stage we were you in this reality, and now we are communicating back to ourselves throughout our myriad of experiential incarnational past. This isn't past as how you would perceive it. You are here in communication because you intend to learn about where you are going, and we are here with the intention of helping humanity and Gaia through the changeover years and the ongoing ascension. You have chosen to incarnate now, to take part in this from the ground. You are known to some as the ground crew. Your task is to help yourself and others by remembering who you are and of your true galactic heritage. It is not for others to decide for you as to what you believe to be true. If you are here now listening to this, then there is a reason behind that. You were drawn here by yourself, being in the same position where we once were. As a matter of fact, many of you are us in previous incarnation, and we are you, albeit a higher aspect of you. We come from a civilization in the Pleiades, and we are a collective group of over 100 souls. Each one of you has been, is, or will be from this place in one or more of your incarnations, and it is our great pleasure to be in communication with you at this time. I like that one. This one is in regards to patience. I hope I've still got some of yours. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you can hear me. Greetings, dear one. You come to me at this time with the intention of learning what it is you are searching for. You are not searching, at least not in the right place. You seek clarity, yet you are not understanding. To seek clarity one only needs to clear your energies, therefore giving you clarity, to be clear. To know and to understand something, you must be that something in order to know what it feels like. Messing around won't get you to where you want to go, but neither will procrastinating about how you're going to get there in the first place. Declaring you have clarity is all very well, however, if you are not clear about what you want, then you will find yourself not understanding that you are not being clear is what the universe is giving to you. Source gives you what you ask for. Really, you are giving yourself those things by attaching your frequency and stating what it is that you want. Many will question and many will disagree, though neither are your issue. The key is patience, dear one. While upholding third-dimensional limited beliefs, you cannot expect things to go the way you want them to. You want and need things in your now, but how far has that gotten you? Why is it that you feel that need? Why is it that you don't have the things that you want? Simply because you're not aligning to it. You are getting what you are putting out, and you are expecting it all to happen instantly. Miracles can happen. For example, flowers open for the moon. Yet if people thought with clarity, then they would see that there are creatures of the night that enjoy flowers too. This is a miracle of life, of which you are a part of. What could be more miraculous than you overcoming yourself completely and getting more than you will ever want or need? Patience, dear one. Do not be driven into a wall by your own ego. Believe in yourself. Believe you can do anything. Believe the statements in truth. Deception is only in the outside of you, not inside. Go inside and see this to be true. You are a walking, talking, unique aspect of the all that is. You must believe. Just be patient with yourself and others. You can see some like to be quite abrupt. And last two, for now anyway. Greetings, loved ones. We thank you for joining us in our transmission today. We are very grateful for your presence with us today, and we send you all our unconditional love. Today we bring you some more spiritual information to not only guide and teach you, but to awaken you to more that many will deem possible or even probable. We come to you to talk to you about consciousness. When we say that, we will give you a few examples. To be here listening or reading, you must be there and you must have consciousness or nothing. Not even you could be there. If you think about a blade of grass, that blade of grass doesn't look like it is alive, but we all know that it is. To look at a wall or a stone and it doesn't appear to be alive, but just like you and the blade of grass, it must be something, or it simply could not be. This may seem a bit of an obscure idea or example, but we want to make our channel a bit different from those that you're used to. You could say a warts and all approach. If you were not alive and receiving information, then you wouldn't be a conscious being. You may be there, but to understand, you must first understand that everything is consciousness. If not, then you couldn't perceive it from a third-dimensional perspective. The answer to how you know this is simple. You are made up of trillions of cells that are empty space and energy. What you should remember too, that is of the so-called solid structure of your body, 90% or more of that is made up of water, which are mostly empty space and energy. Within this empty space and energy, there must also be a kind of memory or blueprint that the cells can duplicate into two daughter cells, identical and made up of the same. Variations and mutations occur, and this is why there are different versions of what is logically all the same. Even on a human or an animal level, we can see how we are all made up of a variation of cells. Though given what we know about cells, we know that everything, even the air, is full of life and full of consciousness. It may seem a little baffling to the unawakened that what is invisible could not be true, and perhaps it's prudent to give another example, like the double slit experiment, where it was discovered that even light must have its own consciousness. We know this is true because we can see through things. We can see lit up areas, but we can still see solid objects. And again, that's because everything is consciousness. Everything is light. The invisible must be consciousness and very aware of its environment, or it could not exist, and neither could we. So what exactly is consciousness? You could say that that is source, and that as separate parts of what source is, that's what everything is. The all that is source, and so are you. We have different levels of awareness, though things look to us solid under a microscope. It is obvious that cells and molecules, even particles, are constantly changing, vibrating, and multiplying or decomposing. Even death isn't the end of the all that is, it is simply the process by which something ceases to be alive. There are still particles vibrating and changing. The only part that is really gone is the personality. the particles all contained that personality. And that's the only part that's really gone. It isn't a personality as how you describe a person, but you notice that everyone has a different version of a personality. Even animals have different versions of a personality. If it's in all existence and it all has personality, then it's all the same thing. Now, a wall isn't what you would call alive, but it is there. It vibrates, it ages, and it decays. You might not see this immediately, but you know this is true. It means the wall also contains consciousness, or it wouldn't be in existence. You wouldn't be able to see it. For us to understand who we are, we must look logically at this. If light and the air were not conscious, then they would all look the same and be the same as everything else. The fact that it is not, and we can see differences, and we can even look at the energetic particles that make them up and make all of us up. If not everything would be simply one great big thing, made up of the one same non-conscious, immaterial nothingness. This leads us to the very easy conclusion that all of this energy, of everything, all consciousness, is the one very same thing. We can easily, I've said that bit. From a sort of religious perspective, source is all that is, and in spirituality, source is all that is. Source is consciousness in the pure form. All matter, all beings, all sentient beings living on otherwise, all of them exist, otherwise nothing could exist. You know you exist, and we know that we exist, and it's all thanks to consciousness. We are grateful for your time and your energy today, and we send you an abundance of unconditional love and violet fire. We have really enjoyed our transmission today in love and in light. We hope you have a wonderful day. That one was a bit harder to read because I'd scribbled over the page. This is the last one. I hope you are enjoying these. I hope you're getting use out of them. I love you, and this will be the last one, and then I'm going to go off. Greetings, loved ones. We are the Pleiadian High Council, and we are so pleased to connect with you. We come today to thank you for your increased efforts, for your determination and your patience at this time. Perhaps it is better to first tell you how proud of you we really are. How every single thing you are doing is for the better of yourself, the planet, and humanity. It is a wild ride for sure, and we are also very happy that you are here, in this now moment, receiving this broadcast. It is sometimes difficult to keep going, but in doing so, it has opened the doorways in which we can communicate with you. For that, we are full of gratitude and wish to express our unconditional love to you. It is prudent to say we waited a long time for this opportunity, for by now many have realized that time is merely a concept. What may have been eons for many, there is no time in which we would not have waited. It doesn't seem like any time has surpassed since the beginning of our collective voyages. We could blink at any moment, and more time than you can imagine can pass. Being in your position, which we have all been, can bring about many challenges, and we do understand that at times you may feel alone or that there is nobody here for you. That is not the case. As well as your loved ones, your spirit guides and other beings, the angels and archangels, all you ever need to do to access them is allow them to, invite them to. It sounds silly, but the only real and tangible thing stopping you is yourself. We realize it isn't easy for some to comprehend, but the only way to ever truly know is to allow it and to accept it. To recognize the subtle changes and realize that those things you brushed off as mere imagination were in fact a communication to you. We thank you for all you have done, and we apologize if it seems like we are leaving you to it. Again, this is not the case. Allow us into your experience, and that is exactly what will happen. Relax, get into your heart space, breathe carefully, and you will feel all of our collective love. Not only immediately, but each and every single time you need it. Our unconditional love, our unconditional love is only ever a thought away. You will find the more you trust, the more you allow, and the more you do this, you will feel, sense, and see changes, not only in your life, but in the collective lives of those around you. When you give yourself fully to those experiences, you open a portal or doorway into the reality that deep down you always knew was there. In 3D, you cannot see or understand certain things, but that is only because you don't believe or don't trust in yourself enough to allow it. We can say that this is wrong, but that's not a negative thing. It's more because there is no realistic reason why you shouldn't trust yourselves. We all love you unconditionally, always have and always will. If you experience any of the senses, then you know it isn't a simple belief. You are real, and so are we. We are here today to spread a little bit of joy into your day and to tell you how amazing, how brilliant and beautiful and perfect you all are to us. Those not on this journey have yet to begin their spiritual journey this time, or, well, with the ascension, you obviously know that that's already going on. But here they say, the time is nearing, that all will be clear, and you will be glad that you stepped up and you looked within for the love that you always knew was there. Some of you, if not most of you, have been visited by us, or have come to see us, at this time or another, either consciously or unconsciously, maybe during a meditation. We are asking you to allow us into your reality, and to in turn encourage your loved ones to do the same as well. This is for the betterment of humanity and for you. We promise you that once you take a step into the light, or through the doorway, or through the portal, so to speak, you will see and experience anything and everything you so desire. This is our wish for you, to experience the golden ages of the wonderful, exciting reality it really is, and not to feel so alone. We are here now, and we want to work with you and to communicate with you. Allow this and it will change your life. Just say, I allow your presence, and so shall it be. So that is the end of my little intuitive messages, channeled messages from all sorts of high dimensional beings. Take what you will out of that. I hope it's helped somebody. I love you. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you heard all of that. Otherwise I'm going to have to record it again. I love you, and I'll see you soon.